thing to do is to disallow that from being practiced. In other words, it's kind of like asking for something when it's too hard for him, and then
So I should put Bailey away somewhere.
well, it could be he's on. You could just not make it a heel.
Right.
That you're calling
He's
him to,
on leash.
Make it a place.
Right.
So he can go to place to
Right.
show his engagement in impulse control, and you can bring him back to baseline. And if he can't hold baseline, he'll break place. And if he breaks place, we correct him back to place.
Right.
So it's not going to devalue in some different part. It's
So-
not going to devalue the heel or devalue him listening to you, because you're going to make him listen to you.
So doing that, me following through with that, Bailey's constantly
So,
in the background. I mean, she's
so
just
not fair.
It's not. It's
It's not fair.
It's
So
hard.
Bailey
It's hard
needs
for him.
her own thing,
She does. She does.
which is you could try a squirt bottle.
Yeah.
You could say out.
I could put a collar on her, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you want to teach it in the right way
Yeah.
to get the right result.
Right.
You can't just put it on it correct.
Right. Right.
So if you get them fluent in it, then you can, totally
Right.
use it like that. But if you want to try a quick, easy, potentially effective method, a squirt bottle as kind of you're repeating, out.
Now that you
space.
say that, you had us doing that with Gunner and her years ago, and all we did was hold it up eventually, and both of them were down. So I had forgotten. I had
So-
forgotten. She
so-
already knows. Yeah.
So that is basically, you have your little radius that you create, your bubble of she can't come burst your bubble,
Yeah.
at least incessantly.
Right.
And so that will be something also when he's on the cot.
Right.
Make her honor that space.
Right, that's
if
his
he gets
space.
really good at, I mean, it's probably best, since he's already so hyped up all the time, just make that calm space, calm time, calm focus.
Okay.
Whereas keeping her from bombarding him will definitely be beneficial.
Right.
And you can do it with the
That
squirt.
that's right. I hadn't even thought about that.
So you
remembered it. I know. It's like, what the heck? That's my life. That's the life I want.
Good boy.
She's dying to get out. She's dying to get out here.
So let's see here. Questions on anything that we've been over?
No, I'm just gonna have to watch this over and over, because as you do this, it's like
It's so much information.
and I'm like honestly attention deficit, and so it's just like spinning.
Yeah.
So me watching this and then doing it myself, I'll
So
get it.
let's
So
do an example of going to place. To make it easier, why don't you go stand over there? Don't trip, please.
okay,
So I'm gonna release him from this position with his release mark,
okay,
and I'm gonna feed him. Xander, yes. And then I'm gonna engage him. Xander, place. And if he wants to go, good boy. Nope. Place. Good. Good job. So this
tired.
allows for, again, I don't have to
Yeah.
be correcting him back to the sit or the down or back to anything. I don't need to keep calling him to me. We've got a magnet. It's a Xander magnet.
Yes,
Let's just
that's
stick him
good.
on the magnet, and this will help him learn how to just kind of go from point spaz to point calm.
right,
And
That's good.
whole mechanism is going to then be eventually towards Xander come, Xander down.
right,
And if you could, we practiced it with the turbo dogs all the time with the cot. And I brought two of them. So if you want two, you can even put them on one, reward him, walk to the other. Xander
Okay.
come to the next one, reward him, walk back and forth. You can do
Okay.
things like that. You can have them strategically, okay, at the doorways. When he goes, right out the door. If you want to break that cycle, it's best to impulse control before passing through, and then impulse control directly after, which is easier said than done for him. So it might be a thing where you let him through and he's like, does his zoomies, and then you get him to place.
right,
And then it'll slowly become, eventually you can say, Xander, yes, place, or just place, and he'll just go through the threshold
Right.
to the cot. So it'll change what it means, right? Instead of meaning, woohoo!
Right, it's a party.
Instead it'll be like, oh, I'm just doing the next thing.
right,
And then it's a different picture from there to the yard, potentially. Then you say yes, and he's gonna be like, oh, what do you have next for me? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, nothing? Oh, okay.
right.
You know, it just buffers the behaviors into different categories.
So stairs.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
do. Are those clear? Would you want to take him up?
Yeah, no, we want to practice.
Those are the only
And,
stairs we have here.
I'm going to put his pinch